As the storm howls outside and rain lashes against the ancient walls, find solace within the warm embrace of the Royal Library. Tonight, we venture into a realm of timeless wonder and forgotten secrets in the whispering forest. Imagine the flicker of candlelight casting dancing shadows upon the stone floor, the scent of old parchment filling the air. Join Anna, a diligent scribe, as she uncovers a hidden world within the library, a place where dragons whisper and magic stirs in the quiet. Settle in. Let the sounds of the storm become a gentle lullaby, and allow yourself to drift away with the story. As Anna delves deeper into the library's mysteries, may you find a peaceful escape and let your dreams take flight on the wings of ancient magic. Rest easy, for tonight the secrets of the whispering forest will guide you to a serene and restful sleep. Chapter 1. The Discovery. The storm raged outside, its howling winds and torrential rain battering the ancient walls of the Royal Library. Within its hallowed halls, the flickering glow of candlelight danced upon rows of bookshelves, casting long shadows across the stone floor. Anna, a diligent scribe, moved quietly among the stacks, her fingers tracing the spines of forgotten tomes and manuscripts. Tonight, the library felt more alive than ever, as if it held its breath in anticipation of a long-awaited discovery. Anna's curiosity was insatiable, her love for knowledge driving her to explore every nook and cranny of the vast library. She had spent countless hours here, seeking out rare books and ancient texts that others had overlooked. But on this stormy evening, fate had something extraordinary in store for her. As she worked her way through a particularly dusty section of the library, her eyes were drawn to a massive tapestry depicting a fierce battle between dragons and knights. She had seen it many times before, but tonight, something caught her attention. A slight draft seemed to emanate from behind the tapestry, rustling its edges. Intrigued, Anna approached and carefully pulled the heavy fabric aside, revealing a hidden door made of enchanted oak and inscribed with ancient runes. Her heart raced with excitement as she examined the door. The runes glowed faintly, reacting to her presence. Gathering her courage, Anna pushed against the door, which creaked open to reveal a dark, narrow passage. She hesitated for a moment, but her curiosity won out, and she stepped into the passage, her candle held high to light the way. The passage led to a small, forgotten chamber filled with dust-covered manuscripts and scrolls. The air was thick with the scent of old parchment and mystery. At the center of the room stood an ornate chest, its surface adorned with intricate carvings of dragons in flight. Anna's breath caught in her throat as she approached the chest, her fingers trembling with anticipation. She gently lifted the lid, revealing a collection of scrolls and manuscripts, each more elaborate than the last. But one scroll in particular stood out. It was wrapped in dragon hide and sealed with a sigil she had never seen before. A dragon's eye surrounded by ancient runes. Anna's hands shook as she carefully broke the seal and unrolled the scroll. The text within seemed to dance and shift before her eyes, written in a language both ancient and alive. As she deciphered the first few lines, a surge of energy coursed through her, and she realized she had found something extraordinary. This was no ordinary scroll. It contained the secrets of dragon magic, a knowledge lost to the world for centuries. Her mind raced with the possibilities and implications of her discovery. Anna knew that she held in her hands a power that could change the course of history. But with great power came great responsibility. She would need to understand and master the magic contained within the scroll if she was to use it wisely and protect it from those who might seek to exploit it. With a sense of purpose and determination, Anna carefully rewrapped the scroll and placed it in her satchel. She knew her life was about to change forever. The storm outside seemed to echo her thoughts, its thunderous roar a testament to the monumental discovery she had made. As she stepped back into the library, the hidden door closing silently behind her, Anna felt a newfound sense of destiny. The secrets of dragon magic were hers to uncover, and her journey was only just beginning. The storm had subsided by dawn, leaving the kingdom of Eldoria bathed in the soft golden light of morning. Anna, her mind still buzzing with the discovery of the previous night, sat at her desk in the royal library. The dragon-hide scroll unfurled before her. The ancient text shimmered in the morning light, its runes shifting and changing as if alive. With a deep breath, Anna began to decipher the scroll. The language was old, older than any she had studied, but her years of training had prepared her for this moment. The text spoke of dragons, not as beasts of terror, but as majestic, intelligent beings bound by a code of honor and magic. The scroll was a tome of their knowledge, a repository of spells and incantations that had been hidden away to prevent misuse. As she translated, Anna learned of the dragon guardians, immortal spirits charged with protecting the secrets of dragonkind. These guardians were bound to the scrolls, their magic and essence woven into the very fabric of the parchment. The scroll she had found was but one of several, each holding a piece of the greater whole. Anna's excitement grew with each revelation. The scroll detailed powerful incantations capable of controlling the elements, healing wounds, and even summoning dragons. But it also contained warnings, cautions about the corrupting nature of power and the importance of balance. The more she read, the more she understood the immense responsibility she had assumed. Her fingers traced the ancient runes as she came across the first incantation. It was a spell of summoning, meant to call forth a dragon guardian to guide and protect the wielder of the scroll. Anna's heart raced as she read the incantation aloud. her voice trembling with a mix of fear and anticipation. The air around her began to shimmer, and the room filled with a soft golden light. The scroll glowed in response, the runes pulsating with energy. Anna felt a rush of warmth as the magic enveloped her, and she closed her eyes, letting the power flow through her. When she opened them, she found herself standing in a vast, ethereal landscape, the library fading into the background. Before her stood a magnificent dragon, its scales gleaming like polished silver, its eyes glowing with ancient wisdom. The dragon was both awe-inspiring and terrifying, its presence commanding and regal. Anna felt a deep connection to the creature, as if their fates were intertwined. "I am Draconis," the dragon rumbled, its voice echoing through the void. "Guardian of the dragon scrolls and protector of our ancient magic. You have awakened me, Anna, and with that, you have taken on a great responsibility." Anna bowed deeply, her heart pounding. "I seek to understand the magic within the scroll, to use it for the good of Eldoria. Will you guide me, Draconis?" The dragon's gaze softened, and it inclined its head. "I will guide you, young scribe. But know this, the power you wield is formidable, and many will seek to take it from you. You must be vigilant and wise. The fate of dragons and humans alike rests upon your shoulders." With those words, the vision began to fade, and Anna found herself back in the library, the scroll glowing faintly on the desk before her. Draconis' presence lingered in her mind, a comforting and guiding force. She knew her journey was just beginning, but with the Dragon Guardian's help, she felt ready to face whatever challenges lay ahead. Anna sat in her small, cozy chamber within the royal library, the dragon-hide scroll spread out on her writing desk. The vision of Draconis still lingered in her mind, the dragon's words echoing with a mixture of warning and encouragement. Determined to prove herself worthy of the task ahead, she decided to attempt her first incantation from the scroll. The incantation was one of summoning, designed to call forth the power of dragonkind and channel it through the caster. Anna took a deep breath, her hands steady despite the nervous flutter in her chest. She began to chant the ancient words, her voice soft and melodic, weaving the magic into the air around her. As she spoke, the room grew warmer, the air shimmering with a golden light. The runes on the scroll glowed brighter, their energy pulsating in rhythm with her words. Suddenly, a burst of light filled the room, and Anna felt a surge of power flow through her. When the light faded, she found herself face to face with Draconis once more, the dragon's ethereal form towering above her. "Well done, Anna," Draconis rumbled, his voice resonating with approval. "You have successfully summoned my spirit. Now let us begin your training." Anna nodded, her heart swelling with pride. "Thank you, Draconis. I am ready to learn." For the next few hours, Draconis guided Anna through the basics of dragon magic. She learned how to harness the elemental forces, drawing upon the power of fire, water, earth, and air. Draconis taught her to focus her mind and spirit, channeling the raw energy into controlled spells. The training was intense, but Anna absorbed the knowledge eagerly, her determination unwavering. As the session came to an end, Draconis' form began to fade, his presence becoming more spectral. "Remember, Anna," he said, his voice growing fainter. "The power you wield is not just for you. It is a gift to be used wisely and responsibly. There are those who would seek to corrupt it for their own gain. You must be vigilant and protect the scrolls at all costs." Anna bowed her head in acknowledgement. "I understand, Draconis. I will not let you down." With a final, approving nod, Draconis vanished, leaving Anna alone in her chamber. She felt a mixture of exhaustion and exhilaration, the weight of her responsibility settling heavily upon her shoulders. But she was also filled with a sense of purpose and determination. She knew that her journey was just beginning, and that there were many challenges ahead. As she carefully rolled up the scroll and placed it back in her satchel, Anna made a silent vow to herself. She would protect the secrets of dragon magic no matter the cost. She would honor the legacy of the dragon guardians and ensure that the power of the scrolls was used for the good of all. With that resolve, Anna extinguished her candle and lay down to rest, her mind already planning the next steps of her quest. The path ahead was uncertain, but she was ready to face it with courage and wisdom. And with Draconis' guidance, she knew that anything was possible. The days following her first incantation were a whirlwind of activity and discovery for Anna. The library, once a place of quiet study, had become her training ground. Each day, she delved deeper into the scroll, mastering new spells and expanding her understanding of dragon magic. The bond between her and Draconis grew stronger, the dragon spirit appearing whenever she called upon him. One afternoon, as Anna was practicing a particularly complex spell of elemental control, she felt a strange sensation, a ripple of magic that seemed to emanate from beyond the library walls. She paused, her heart pounding. The air around her shimmered with energy, and she realized that the magic she had been wielding was not confined to her alone. It was spreading, awakening something ancient and powerful. Anna rushed to the highest tower of the castle, her eyes scanning the horizon. To her astonishment, she saw dragons, real, living dragons, emerging from the distant mountains and forests. Their majestic forms soared through the sky, their scales glittering in the sunlight. The sight took her breath away, a mixture of awe and fear flooding her senses. She could see that the dragons were not just aimlessly flying. They were converging on Eldoria, drawn by the reawakened magic. The kingdom had not seen dragons for centuries, and their sudden appearance was sure to cause panic and confusion among the people. Anna knew she had to act quickly. She descended the tower and made her way to the throne room, where King Alden and his council were in session. The king was a wise and just ruler, but even he looked troubled as reports of the dragon's return poured in from across the realm. "Your Majesty," Anna said, bowing deeply as she entered the room, "I believe I can explain what is happening." King Alden's eyes narrowed with curiosity. "Speak, Anna. What do you know of this phenomenon?" Anna took a deep breath and recounted her discovery of the dragon scroll, her summoning of Draconis, and the subsequent awakening of dragon magic. The council listened in stunned silence, their expressions a mix of disbelief and wonder. "So, the dragons are returning because of this magic?" one of the councillors asked. "Yes," Anna replied. "The magic within the scroll has reawakened the dragons. They are drawn to its power and to the one who wields it." King Alden stroked his beard thoughtfully. "This is both a great boon and a potential danger. The dragons were once our allies, but they are also powerful beings with their own will. How do we ensure that their return does not lead to chaos?" Anna met the king's gaze, her resolve firm. "I believe the key lies in understanding and communication. Draconis, the dragon guardian, has already guided me in the use of the scroll. If we can establish a dialogue with the dragons and show them that we seek harmony, not control, we can turn this situation to our advantage." The king nodded slowly. "Very well, Anna. You have my trust. Continue your studies and find a way to communicate with the dragons. We must be prepared for whatever comes next." As Anna left the throne room, she felt the weight of her responsibility more acutely than ever. The awakening of the dragons was a monumental event, one that could shape the future of Eldoria. She knew that her actions would determine whether that future was one of peace and cooperation or fear and conflict. Returning to the library, Anna sought out Draconis, who appeared in a swirl of golden light. "The dragons are awakening," she said. "How do we communicate with them? How do we ensure they understand our intentions?" Draconis regarded her with his wise ancient eyes. "You must find the heart of the dragons, the place where their magic is strongest. There, you will learn the language of dragons and gain the ability to speak with them directly. But beware, Anna, for the path to the heart is fraught with danger. Only those with true courage and pure intent will succeed." Anna nodded, her resolve unwavering. "I will find the heart of the dragons, Draconis. I will do whatever it takes to ensure that this magic brings harmony, not destruction." With that, her quest took on a new urgency. The fate of Eldoria, and perhaps the world, rested on her shoulders, and Anna was determined not to fail. The library was quiet, the ancient tomes and scrolls seeming to hold their breath as Anna prepared for the next phase of her journey. She sat in her study, the dragonhide scroll spread before her, the runes glowing faintly in the dim light. The words of Draconis echoed in her mind, urging her to find the heart of the dragons. But before she could embark on this perilous quest, she needed more guidance. With a deep breath, Anna summoned Draconis. The air shimmered, and the ethereal dragon appeared, his silver scales gleaming and his eyes filled with wisdom. "Anna," he greeted, his voice resonating with a mix of warmth and gravity. "I sense you have questions." "Yes, Draconis," Anna replied, her voice steady. "I understand the importance of finding the heart of the dragons, but I need to know more about the dangers I will face. You mentioned that there are those who might seek to misuse the power of the scroll. Who are they? And how can I protect the magic?" Draconis' eyes darkened, and he let out a deep, rumbling sigh. The power of dragon magic is vast, and it has always attracted those who seek to use it for their own gain. There are dark forces at work in Eldoria, sorcerers and warlocks who crave the power to bend dragons to their will. They will stop at nothing to obtain the scrolls and the secrets they contain. Anna's heart sank. She had anticipated challenges, but the thought of facing such malevolent beings filled her with dread. "How can I defend against them, Draconis? I am but a scribe, with only a fledgling understanding of the magic." "You are not alone," Draconis reassured her. "The dragons are awakening, and they will sense your intent. They will aid you if you show them respect and understanding. Moreover, you have the power within you, Anna. Trust in yourself and the magic you will. Remember, it is not just about strength, but about wisdom and compassion." Anna nodded, absorbing his words. "I understand. I will remain vigilant and seek allies among the dragons. But what of the heart of the dragons? How do I find it?" "The heart of the dragons lies in the valley of Draconis," Draconis explained. "It is a place of great magic, where the essence of dragonkind is strongest. The journey there is treacherous, filled with trials that will test your resolve. You must be prepared for anything, Anna, but know this. The knowledge you gain there will be invaluable, both for understanding dragon magic and for forging a bond with the dragons." Anna took a deep breath, determination flaring in her chest. "I will go to the valley of Draconis, Draconis. I will face whatever trials await me and prove myself worthy of this power. I will protect the scroll and the magic it holds." Draconis' eyes gleamed with approval. "I have faith in you, Anna. You have shown great courage and wisdom thus far. Continue on your path, and you will succeed. But be wary, for the forces of darkness are always watching, waiting for a moment of weakness. Stay true to your purpose, and you will prevail." With a final nod, Draconis' form began to fade, his presence lingering in the room like a comforting warmth. Anna felt a renewed sense of purpose and resolve. The journey ahead would be difficult, but she was ready to face it head-on. As the dragon spirit vanished, Anna gathered her belongings and prepared for her journey. She packed the scroll carefully, along with other essentials for the road. With a final glance around the library that had been her sanctuary, she stepped out into the world, the weight of her destiny pressing lightly on her shoulders. The path to the valley of Draconis was fraught with danger, but Anna knew she was not alone. The dragons were stirring, and with Draconis' guidance and her own burgeoning power, she felt ready to face whatever challenges lay ahead. The future of Eldoria and the balance of magic depended on her success. The first light of dawn broke over the horizon, casting a golden glow over the kingdom of Eldoria. Anna stood at the gates of the castle, her heart pounding with a mix of anticipation and trepidation. She had said her farewells to King Alden and the council, their expressions a blend of hope and concern. The journey ahead was fraught with unknown dangers, but she was resolute in her mission. With her satchel secured and the dragonhide scroll carefully wrapped inside, Anna set out on the path that would lead her to the valley of Draconis. The road was long and winding, stretching through dense forests, across wide rivers, and over rugged mountains. She traveled alone, her only companion the faint glow of the scroll and the distant presence of Draconis. The first few days of her journey were uneventful, filled with the natural beauty of Eldoria's landscapes. But as she ventured deeper into the wilderness, the sense of foreboding grew stronger. The air grew colder, and the shadows seemed to lengthen, as if the very land was aware of the importance of her quest. One evening, as Anna made camp by a clear, bubbling stream, she felt a sudden chill. The hairs on the back of her neck stood on end, and she sensed she was being watched. She looked around, her eyes scanning the darkening forest, but saw nothing. Still, the feeling of unease persisted, and she kept a vigilant watch throughout the night. In the early hours of the morning, just as the first rays of light began to pierce the darkness, she heard a rustling in the underbrush. She sprang to her feet, her hand instinctively reaching for the scroll. From the shadows emerged a figure clad in dark robes, his eyes gleaming with malice. "Well, well, what do we have here?" the stranger sneered, his voice dripping with contempt. A lone scribe, far from home, carrying a precious scroll. How convenient! Anna's heart raced, but she stood her ground. "Who are you? What do you want?" The stranger laughed, a harsh, grating sound. "I am Malika, a seeker of power, and that scroll you carry contains the magic I seek. Hand it over, and I might let you live." Anna tightened her grip on the scroll, her resolve hardening. "You will not have it, Malika. This magic is not meant for those with evil intentions." Malika's eyes narrowed, and he raised his hand, chanting an incantation. Dark tendrils of magic began to swirl around him, reaching out toward Anna. But before they could touch her, a blinding flash of light erupted from the scroll, and Draconis appeared, his form towering and majestic. "Begone, Malakar!" Draconis thundered, his voice shaking the very earth. "You have no power here!" Malakar stumbled back, his face pale with fear. "This is not the end," he spat, before vanishing into the shadows. Anna breathed a sigh of relief, her heart still pounding. "Thank you, Draconis," she said, her voice trembling. "I would not have been able to fend him off alone." "You are never alone, Anna," Draconis replied, his voice gentle now. "I will always be with you, as will the magic of the dragons. But you must remain vigilant. Malakar is but one of many who will seek to claim the scroll. Your journey will only grow more perilous from here." Anna nodded, determination flaring anew. "I understand. I will stay vigilant and continue my quest." With Draconis' words echoing in her mind, Anna pressed on. She traveled through the dense forests, where ancient trees whispered secrets in the wind. She crossed wide rivers, their waters shimmering with hidden magic. She climbed rugged mountains, their peaks piercing the sky like dragons' teeth. Each step brought her closer to the valley of Draconis, and with each step, she felt her bond with the dragon magic grow stronger. Finally, after weeks of arduous travel, Anna stood at the entrance to the valley of Draconis. The air was thick with magic, and the ground beneath her feet seemed to hum with power. She knew that the heart of the dragons lay within, and with it, the answers she sought. Taking a deep breath, she stepped forward, ready to face whatever trials awaited her. Chapter 2. The Trial. The valley of Draconis loomed before Anna, a vast expanse of ancient magic and untold secrets. But before she could reach the heart of the dragons, she had to traverse the forbidden forest, a place shrouded in mystery and fear, known for its deadly traps and mythical creatures. Anna took a deep breath, steeling herself for the journey ahead. The entrance to the forest was marked by towering trees, whose branches twisted and intertwined like the sinewy limbs of ancient beasts. The air was thick with the scent of pine and earth, and a low, eerie hum resonated through the trees. As she stepped into the forest, the light dimmed, and the canopy closed overhead, casting the path in deep shadow. Anna moved cautiously, her senses heightened, aware of every rustle of leaves and snap of twigs underfoot. She knew the forest was alive with magic, and every step could trigger a hidden danger. It wasn't long before she encountered her first challenge. The ground beneath her feet suddenly gave way, and she found herself dangling over a deep chasm, clinging to a vine. She swung herself to safety, her heart pounding in her chest. The forest, it seemed, was testing her resolve. Pressing on, Anna came across a glade filled with ethereal light. In the center stood a tree with golden leaves, its branches heavy with fruit that shimmered like stars. But as she approached, she sensed the enchantment surrounding it. This was a test of temptation. The fruit, though beautiful, was cursed, and one bite would ensnare her soul. Remembering Draconis' teachings, Anna recited a protective incantation, dispelling the enchantment and revealing the true form of the tree, gnarled and twisted, its fruit rotten and foul. She moved on, her resolve unshaken. Deeper into the forest, the trees grew denser, their trunks wrapped in thick vines. Shadows danced around her, and she felt the presence of unseen eyes watching her every move. She had heard tales of the forest's guardians, creatures born of ancient magic, tasked with protecting the sacred heart of the dragons. As she ventured further, she came upon a clearing where a great serpent lay coiled around a stone pedestal. The serpent's eyes gleamed with intelligence, and its scales shimmered with a rainbow of colors. It raised its head and spoke, its voice a low hiss. Who dares enter the forbidden forest and seeks the heart of the dragons? Anna stepped forward, her voice steady despite her fear. I am Anna, a scribe of Eldoria. I seek the heart of the dragons to understand their magic and ensure it is used for the good of all. The serpent uncoiled and slithered toward her, its gaze piercing. The path you tread is fraught with danger, scribe. Only those of pure intent and unyielding courage may pass. Anna met the serpent's gaze, her resolve unwavering. I will face whatever trials await me. I am committed to my quest. The serpent studied her for a moment, then nodded. Very well. You have shown bravery and wisdom. You may proceed, but know this. The true test lies ahead. The heart of the dragons is guarded by the most formidable of challenges. Prepare yourself, for only the worthy shall prevail. With that, the serpent slithered away, revealing the path forward. Anna felt a surge of determination. She had passed the initial tests of the forbidden forest, but she knew the hardest trials were yet to come. As she continued her journey, the air grew colder, and the forest seemed to close in around her. The trees whispered ancient secrets, and the ground beneath her feet pulsed with the rhythm of forgotten magic. Anna's thoughts were focused and clear. She was ready to face whatever lay ahead, her heart and mind set on reaching the heart of the dragons and unlocking the full potential of the dragon magic. Anna's journey through the forbidden forest had tested her mettle, but it was only the beginning. As she emerged from the dense woods, she found herself at the base of a towering mountain. The path before her wound upwards, disappearing into the clouds. According to Draconis' guidance, the hidden cave of a powerful dragon lay at the mountain's peak. There, she would face her next challenge and hopefully obtain the second scroll. The climb was arduous. The rocky terrain was steep and treacherous, with loose stones threatening to send her tumbling at every step. Cold winds whipped around her, biting through her clothes and chilling her to the bone. But Anna pressed on, driven by her unwavering determination and the knowledge that the fate of Eldoria rested on her shoulders. After hours of grueling ascent, she reached a narrow ledge that led to a dark cave entrance. The air was thick with magic, and she could feel the presence of a great power within. Taking a deep breath, she stepped into the cave, her footsteps echoing off the stone walls. The cave was vast and dimly lit, with the faint glow of bioluminescent fungi casting eerie shadows. As she ventured deeper, she saw a massive figure curled around a mound of treasure, gold, jewels, and ancient artifacts. The dragon's scales shimmered in the dim light, and its eyes opened slowly, fixing on her with a piercing gaze. "Who enters my domain?" The dragon's voice boomed, reverberating through the cave. "Speak, or be turned to ash." Anna swallowed her fear and stepped forward, bowing deeply. "I am Anna, a scribe of Eldoria. I seek the heart of the dragons and the knowledge of the scrolls to protect and honor the magic they contain. I come with pure intent and a willing heart to face any challenge you set before me." The dragon uncoiled, its massive form towering over her. "I am Pyrothrax, guardian of the second scroll. To earn it, you must prove your worth through a series of challenges. Fail, and you shall never leave this cave." The dragon's eyes gleamed with approval. "Very well. The first challenge is a test of wisdom. Before you are 3 chests. One contains the scroll, one holds a deadly trap, and the third is empty. Choose wisely." Anna looked at the chests, each identical in appearance. She closed her eyes, reaching out with her senses, feeling the magic in the air. She remembered Draconis's teachings and focused on the faint energy signatures emanating from each chest, and the third pulsed with a gentle warmth. "I choose the third chest," she said confidently. Pyrothrax nodded. "Open it." With a deep breath, Anna opened the chest, revealing the second scroll wrapped in dragonhide. She exhaled in relief, her heart racing with triumph. "Well done," Pyrothrax said. "You have passed the test of wisdom. Now for the test of strength." The dragon reared back and breathed a stream of fire into the air, forming a circle of flames around Anna. "You must withstand the fire's intensity and use your magic to control it. Only then will you prove your strength." Anna focused, drawing on the elemental magic she had learned. She chanted an incantation, feeling the heat of the flames as they licked at her skin. Slowly, she raised her hands, directing the fire, bending it to her will. The flames danced and swirled, forming intricate patterns before finally dissipating. Pyrothrax lowered his head in a gesture of respect. "You have proven your strength and wisdom, Anna. The second scroll is yours. Guard it well, for it holds the key to deeper knowledge and greater power." Anna accepted the scroll, her heart swelling with pride and gratitude. "Thank you, Pyrothrax. I will honor this gift and use it wisely." With the second scroll secured, Anna felt a renewed sense of purpose. She had proven herself worthy in the eyes of the dragons and was one step closer to unlocking the full potential of dragon magic. The path ahead was still fraught with danger, but she knew she had the strength and wisdom to face it. Anna descended the mountain with the second scroll safely tucked in her satchel, her mind abuzz with the knowledge and power it contained. Pyrothrax's tests had not only proven her worth, but also strengthened her resolve. She knew that greater challenges lay ahead, but with each victory, her confidence grew. The path to the heart of the dragons led her to a narrow valley filled with thick fog. The air was heavy with moisture, and the ground beneath her feet was soft and uneven. As she ventured deeper into the mist, she felt a surge of magical energy. The test of fire awaited her, a trial that would test her mastery of dragon magic and her ability to face her deepest fears. Anna entered a clearing where the fog parted to reveal a large stone circle. In the center stood a pedestal engraved with ancient runes, glowing faintly. She knew that to pass this test, she would need to decipher the runes and withstand the magical illusions that would try to break her spirit. She approached the pedestal, her fingers tracing the intricate carvings. The runes seemed to shift and change beneath her touch, each one a puzzle waiting to be solved. Anna closed her eyes and recited an incantation, focusing her mind and calling upon the wisdom of the scrolls. Slowly, the runes began to reveal their secrets, guiding her through the complex web of magic. As she worked, the air around her shimmered and the temperature began to rise. Flames flickered to life, encircling her in a ring of fire. The heat was intense and the smoke stung her eyes, but Anna remained calm. She had faced fire before and knew that fear would only feed the illusion. Drawing on the elemental magic she had learned from Draconis, she raised her hands and chanted a spell. The flames responded to her command, bending and twisting in intricate patterns. She wove the fire into a protective barrier, shielding herself from its scorching heat. The runes on the pedestal glowed brighter, their secrets unraveling before her eyes. Suddenly, the flames roared higher, and the ground beneath her trembled. Illusions began to form within the fire, images of her greatest fears and doubts. She saw her home in ruins, her friends and family in peril, and the kingdom of Eldoria consumed by darkness. The visions were so vivid that she could almost feel the despair creeping into her heart. But Anna refused to give in. She knew these illusions were designed to break her spirit and test her resolve. She focused on the truth, on the power of the scrolls and the guidance of Draconis. With a fierce determination, she chanted another incantation, dispelling the illusions and bringing clarity to her mind. The fire around her began to diminish, and the runes on the pedestal shone with a brilliant light. Anna placed her hands on the pedestal, feeling the magic surge through her. The final incantation flowed from her lips, and the test of fire was complete. As the flames died down, the pedestal split open, revealing a hidden compartment. Inside was a small, intricately carved box. Anna opened it to find a crystal vial filled with a shimmering liquid. Dragon's blood, a powerful substance that would enhance her magic and strengthen her bond with the dragons. With the vial in hand, Anna felt a renewed sense of purpose. She had passed the test of fire and unlocked a deeper understanding of dragon magic. The path ahead was still uncertain, but she was ready to face whatever challenges awaited her. Leaving the stone circle, she continued her journey through the valley, her heart light with triumph. The final leg of her quest was near, and she knew that with the power of the scrolls and the support of the dragons, she could overcome any obstacle. The fate of Eldoria and the balance of magic depended on her success, and Anna was determined to see her mission through to the end. Anna's journey through the valley led her to a small, hidden village nestled among the mountains. The air was thick with magic, and she could feel the presence of ancient beings watching her every step. As she approached the village center, she was greeted by a group of elders, their faces lined with wisdom and years of experience. The village had an ethereal quality to it, with buildings made of stone and wood, seamlessly blending into the surrounding nature. The elders stood in a circle around a large, ornate fire pit, their eyes gleaming with curiosity and concern. "Welcome, Anna," said the eldest of the group, a woman with long silver hair and piercing blue eyes. "We have been expecting you." Anna bowed respectfully. "Thank you. I have come seeking your guidance and support. I have passed the tests of the Forbidden Forest and the Dragon's Lair, and I carry with me the knowledge of the scrolls. But I need your wisdom to continue my quest." The elders nodded in unison, their expressions thoughtful. The silver-haired elder spoke again. "We are the Council of Elders, guardians of the ancient ways and keepers of the balance. We have sensed the awakening of dragon magic and the disturbances it has caused. Tell us, Anna, what are your intentions?" Anna took a deep breath and recounted her journey, from the discovery of the first scroll in the royal library to the trials she had faced in the Forbidden Forest and the Dragon's Lair. She spoke of her encounter with Draconis, the Dragon Guardian, and the knowledge she had gained about the importance of unity and balance. "My intentions are to protect the scrolls and ensure that the magic they contain is used for the good of all," she said. "I seek to bridge the worlds of dragons and humans, to bring about a new era of harmony and cooperation. But I cannot do this alone. I need your guidance and support." The elders listened intently, their expressions softening with approval. The silver-haired elder spoke once more. "Your journey has been one of great courage and wisdom, Anna. You have proven yourself worthy in the eyes of the dragons and the ancient magic. We will support you in your quest and provide you with the knowledge and resources you need." Anna felt a surge of gratitude and relief. "Thank you, honored elders. Your support means everything to me." The council members stepped forward, each offering her a gift to aid her on her journey. One elder handed her a staff carved with runes, its wood imbued with protective magic. Another gave her a cloak woven from the finest silk, enchanted to shield her from harm. The silver-haired elder presented her with a pendant, a small dragon figurine carved from crystal, its eyes glowing with a soft light. This pendant will guide you to the final scroll, the elder explained. It holds the essence of dragon magic and will lead you to the ancient dragon temple where the last piece of the puzzle awaits. Use it wisely, Anna, and trust in its guidance. Anna accepted the gifts with deep gratitude. I am honored by your generosity and wisdom. I will not let you down. With the council's blessings and their gifts, Anna felt more prepared than ever to face the final leg of her journey. She left the village with a renewed sense of purpose, the pendant glowing softly against her chest, guiding her towards the ancient dragon temple. The path was arduous, filled with steep climbs and narrow passages. But Anna pressed on, her determination unwavering. She knew that the final scroll held the key to understanding the true purpose of dragon magic and the unity it represented. The future of Eldoria and the balance of magic depended on her success. As she approached the ancient dragon temple, hidden deep within the mountains, she felt a surge of anticipation and excitement. The final revelation was within her grasp, and with it, the power to usher in a new era of harmony and cooperation between dragons and humans. The ancient dragon temple stood before Anna, a magnificent structure carved into the side of a mountain. Its entrance was flanked by colossal statues of dragons, their stone eyes seeming to follow her every move. The pendant around her neck pulsed with a gentle light, guiding her forward. She took a deep breath and stepped inside, the air growing cooler and the light dimmer as she ventured deeper into the temple. The interior was a labyrinth of winding corridors and vast chambers, each adorned with intricate carvings and mosaics depicting the history of dragons and their bond with humans. Anna marveled at the artistry and the palpable sense of ancient magic that filled the space. The pendant's glow intensified as she approached a massive door at the end of a long hallway, its surface covered in runes similar to those on the scrolls. With a deep breath, Anna placed her hand on the door, feeling the magic course through her. The runes glowed brightly, and the door swung open silently, revealing a grand chamber lit by the soft glow of enchanted crystals. In the center of the room stood a pedestal, and atop it lay the final scroll, wrapped in dragon hide and sealed with a sigil of a dragon's eye. Anna approached the pedestal with reverence, her heart pounding with anticipation. She gently lifted the scroll, breaking the seal and unfurling it. The text within shimmered and shifted, written in the same ancient language as the previous scrolls. As she read, a profound sense of understanding washed over her. The final scroll revealed the true purpose of the dragon magic: unity. The scrolls were not just repositories of powerful spells, but keys to forging a deep and lasting bond between dragons and humans. The magic they contained was meant to be shared, to bring about an era of cooperation and harmony where both species could thrive together. The trials she had faced were designed to test her resolve, wisdom, and purity of heart, ensuring that only the worthy could unlock this knowledge. As the revelation settled in her mind, the chamber around her began to change. The walls seemed to fade away, and she found herself standing in a vast, open space under a starry sky. Dragons of all shapes and sizes appeared, their scales shimmering in the moonlight. Among them was Draconis, his silver scales gleaming as he approached her. "You have done well, Anna," Draconis said, his voice filled with pride. "You have unlocked the final secret of the scrolls and understood their true purpose. The bond between dragons and humans can now be restored." Anna felt a surge of joy and gratitude. "Thank you, Draconis. I am honored to have been chosen for this journey. But what must I do now?" "The time has come for the grand ritual," Draconis replied. "With the knowledge you have gained and the power of the scrolls, we will bridge the worlds of dragons and humans. This ritual will require your utmost focus and strength, but I believe in you, Anna." The dragons gathered around her, their collective presence a testament to the importance of the moment. Anna stood at the center, holding the scrolls aloft. She closed her eyes and began to chant the incantations, her voice carrying the ancient words of power. The air around her shimmered with magic, and the ground beneath her feet glowed with a radiant light. The dragons joined in, their voices creating a harmonious chorus that resonated through the night. The energy built and swirled, forming a vortex of light and magic that enveloped Anna and the dragons. As the ritual reached its climax, Anna felt a profound connection with the dragons, their magic merging with her own. The vortex of light expanded, reaching out to the farthest corners of Eldoria, touching the hearts and minds of humans and dragons alike. The bond was restored, and a new era of harmony and cooperation began. When the light finally faded, Anna found herself back in the grand chamber of the Dragon Temple, the scrolls glowing softly in her hands. The dragons looked at her with respect and gratitude, and Draconis nodded in approval. "You have done it, Anna," he said. "The worlds of dragons and humans are now united. This is the dawn of a new era." Anna smiled, her heart filled with hope and determination. "Thank you, Draconis. Together, we will ensure that this bond remains strong and that both our species thrive in harmony." With the final revelation in her heart and the power of the scrolls in her hands, Anna stepped out of the temple, ready to embrace the future and the new era she had helped to create. Anna stepped out of the ancient dragon temple, the cool mountain air brushing against her face. The weight of the final scroll in her hands was both a burden and a blessing, a testament to the knowledge and power she now held. The dragons that had gathered in the grand chamber began to disperse, their majestic forms blending into the night sky. Draconis lingered, his silver scales shimmering under the moonlight. "Anna," Draconis said, his voice filled with a deep, resonant calm. "The ritual has restored the bond between dragons and humans, but our work is far from complete. We must ensure that this new era of harmony is protected and nurtured." Anna nodded, her heart swelling with a sense of duty. "I understand, Draconis. I will dedicate myself to this cause, just as I have dedicated myself to the scrolls." Together, they descended the mountain, their path illuminated by the soft glow of the pendant around Anna's neck. The journey back to Eldoria was filled with a sense of purpose and anticipation. Anna knew that she would need to share the knowledge she had gained and guide others in understanding the true power of dragon magic. Upon reaching the outskirts of the kingdom, they were met by a delegation from the Council of Elders, their faces alight with curiosity and hope. The silver-haired elder stepped forward, her eyes twinkling with wisdom. "Anna, we have felt the shift in the magic. Tell us, what have you discovered?" Anna recounted her journey, the trials she had faced, and the revelations she had uncovered. The elders listened intently, their expressions a mixture of awe and respect. When she finished, the silver-haired elder spoke, her voice filled with pride. "You have done more than we could have ever imagined, Anna. You have not only restored the bond between our worlds, but also shown us the true potential of this magic." Draconis nodded in agreement. "The time has come for us to forge a new path. We must work together to ensure that this harmony is maintained and that the power of the scrolls is used wisely." With the support of the Council of Elders and the guidance of Draconis, Anna began to implement a series of initiatives to strengthen the bond between dragons and humans. She established a council of representatives from both species, tasked with overseeing the use of dragon magic and ensuring that it was used for the greater good. She also created schools and training centers where humans and dragons could learn from each other and develop their magical abilities. The transformation was not without its challenges. There were those who resisted the change, clinging to old prejudices and fears. But Anna remained steadfast, her resolve unshaken. She traveled across Eldoria, spreading her message of unity and cooperation, winning over hearts and minds with her wisdom and determination. Over time, the kingdom of Eldoria flourished. Dragons and humans worked together, their combined strengths leading to unprecedented advancements in magic, science, and culture. The skies above the kingdom were filled with dragons in flight, their majestic forms a symbol of the harmony that now defined the land. Anna's legacy grew, her name becoming synonymous with peace and enlightenment. She continued to serve as a bridge between the worlds of dragons and humans, her influence shaping the future of Eldoria for generations to come. Her bond with Draconis deepened, their partnership a testament to the power of trust and collaboration. As the years passed, Anna looked back on her journey with a sense of fulfillment and pride. She had discovered the secrets of the Dragon Scrolls, faced unimaginable trials, and emerged victorious. But more importantly, she had used her knowledge and power to create a better world, one where dragons and humans lived in harmony and mutual respect. And so, the new era dawned, a time of prosperity and peace. The magic of the dragons flowed through the land, a source of wonder and possibility. And at the heart of it all was Anna, the scribe who had unlocked the secrets of the past and forged a brighter future for all.